All righty, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mm. Let me see here. Hey, what's up? This is your girl Diamond. I go live every Friday at 7 p.m. Central. I'm a little late today, past 7:18. I usually start between 7 and 8, depending on how busy my early part of the day is and what I got to finish. But how is everybody? I have a new mic, and I don't know. Y'all let me know. Does it sound different, better? I don't know. That one was kind of tall, and I don't know if it sounds different. And this one feels like it's picking up every little thing. Do you listen to Tupac songs? Not really. Um, not if I hear some and it's a song that I like, I'll listen. But I don't have I haven't downloaded any Tupac albums. It sounds clearer. Oh, good, 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 good. I feel like this motherfucker picks up every little thing. I tap, 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 tap. I can hear it. Uh, oh, but I'm glad it sounds clearer. Mm. I still have my old mic, but I like this one for like vocal recording. But this one feels like it sounds slightly muffled. Interesting. I don't know how to fix it, but I'll test it out another time. Mm. Slightly muffled. Mm. Let me see if I can cut it out. Is it clear like that? I don't know. Mm. Maybe if I turn it. What if I turn it around? Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit. What's the word? Get a little bit something. Turn around. Hey. I don't know if that's the right side. That sounds good. Okay, this is back this way sounds better. Hey. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I know. Eating some crab legs for y'all. Do you know who started doing AMS what is it? ASMR videos, and I was surprised that he started doing them, but I'm not surprised. Um his name is Jerry Levine on here. He was so handsome, like he was like this light skinned boy with like these pretty eyes. And he used to do like comedy videos, edited comedy videos, and then then he got married, and then he started doing ASMR videos, just him eating and looking at the camera. Do y'all know him? Jerry, I think Jerry Levine. I think that's how you say his name. He's from Louisiana, and now his whole channel is that, and it gets views. Yeah, I love his teeth too. He's gorgeous. He's beautiful. But he started doing those videos, making coins, baby. I'm about to pop y'all. He is still around doing what is it? ASMR videos. His whole channel is nothing but that. Eating crab legs, McDonald's, like eating shit. Making coins because all his videos had a hundred and something 100K views. I was like, these niggas said, fuck this comedy shit. I'm trying to make a coin. And this is how you do it. Turn around. Move. Hey, Coco. Both Cocos. Marissa, Ty, Ray, Guru, Serenity. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. And the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Is that how you say it? Is that the Serenity Prayer? Vegan. Why did you ask me about Tupac? CL ASMR. As much as I get vittles, I should. I guess I would do another channel though. I wouldn't do it on this one. Then motherfuckers are unsubscribed, baby. They say when you try to do something new on a channel that you already got, baby, it takes your because they give you, if you're a YouTuber, they give you these little tips or whatever. Like if you're a partner, they give you these little YouTube tips. And they say, baby, when you try to switch up whatever you normally do, they say your views go down, honey. Oh. So if you want to do something, like say you're a person with different interests, they tell you to do it on a separate channel. Just have separate channels for your different interests. Because if somebody comes to you for social justice, they're not here to watch you mukbang. They're not here to watch you do whatever. I was like, that's so shady because so many of us have different interests and talents, and why can't it be in one place? Like I put my music up, and it definitely you see a difference in how people engage with it compared to if you're talking some trans junk. Is this going to be a diss session? Do I have diss sessions? Do I have intentionally diss sessions? I don't really have intentionally diss sessions. Like if it turned into one, somebody trying to get cute, yes. But I don't think I have intentionally started a live to be a diss. I don't really do that. That's not really a personality. I go off on people if they try to be cute, but I wouldn't make something to just diss somebody. He's my hero. Tupac is your hero? Interesting. I love that ASMR the lady typing with long nails and popping her gums. Yes, I just like what's interesting about ASMR is um but that's the thing about it. Some people don't like you to talk. There's a genre that you don't like. They put it in the description. They said no talking. But some people don't like you to talk. But that's what I was about to say. Oh, okay. Yeah, no discussion. This I'm gonna talk about friendships, just boundaries and I'll get into a discussion in a few. What I love about ASMR is the people who do it, they all have different like personalities and way that they do it. And whatever it is, somebody likes it. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, there could be a niche of people telling stories and you're smacking and there might be you get what I'm saying, room for somebody who likes that. But the girl with the nails, how she does it is cool. The one that's Banji, is her name Q? She's real ghetto kind of and loud, but she be smacking and eating her food. Um, and then Jerry, he doesn't talk; he just make faces, funny faces. And so, yeah, I think it's interesting. I think it's just you can do. Well, I mean, that's like anything. That's like sex work. Like you can be any type of sex worker. I love Be Lovely. I don't think I've watched it before. I don't really watch ASMR. I don't want to say it's weird, but I don't. I don't find it interesting at all. Big smiling and breathing, yes. uh, I think not ASMR. I think my favorite, like, non-people kind of genre, I just like seeing people cook. Interesting. I live for stripper vlogs. I think I went down a rabbit hole, like maybe for like a month of strippers talking about strip club life. I did. There was this girl from I think she might have been from Baltimore or Philly, and she was giving all her teas. I don't know who is my friend. Yeah. I think I like cooking. I definitely like cooking videos. People who cook. There's this a cooker. I don't want to call him a chef, but a person who's cooks named Cooking with Gina. I like her because she has a Southern Belle voice, like a really country voice, and she says little stuff like, um, "Woohoo! This make you want to smack your mama. This so good." Like really, like little country colloquialisms or whatever. She just, I just like her voice. Gina Young, yes, I love Gina Young. That's her. I like, I like Chef John. Chef John is, I just like his voice, and he when he makes little stupid dad jokes. Chef John, welcome to Chef John. Food Wishes here. And when he makes something like a, you are the, when he says something stupid, what is it like? You are the Pavarotti or your beef ravioti or something. He says something stupid like that, and he does it every he makes something rhyme every meal he cook. I like what other cooking people I like. There's this big boy. I don't know his name, but I follow him. He's a big boy. He just got gastric bypass too, and he cooks. I love Food Wishes. He sounds like a male version of Siri. I love. I like Siri. I like John. Who else? Who else did I used to watch? There's an Italian girl. Is it not Gina? I think it's Gina. I can't remember. I don't know that one. Lizzie. What happened to Philly Boy J? I don't know him. I don't know all the cooking people, but those are the people I like. Um, yeah. Who else? What else do I watch? That's like in that kind of news genre, cooking. Um, you know, this is not. Yeah, Laura Vitale. That's who it is. I love Laura Vitale. Yes, Laura Vitale. Um, I like her, but I stopped watching her right after right before she had her baby. I don't know. I think I. Oh, it's when I had lost my channel, and so I had made another channel, and I forgot to subscribe to her. But yeah, Lori Vitale, I like her. Mm, yeah. Who else? You know what? This is maybe boring, but I love watching college level lectures. I love wig reviews, even though I don't wear wigs. That's interesting. I do love silk presses. I can watch silk presses on natural hair all day. Like if it, especially if it's not, like if it's just them doing it, like blow drying, straightening, trimming, layering, curling. That and they're not talking and doing all kind of stupid shit. They're just doing it. I can watch it all day. I love videos like that, especially you get what I'm saying when people know how to cut and people know how to do different techniques and how to do the barrel, especially like Marcel irons, anything that's like technique, like really skilled level of technique in doing different styles with hair, long and short and whatever. Long as it's not a lot of talking. I hate people to be talking in the middle of their tutorials or whatever. I like them just to do it, just do the hair. I love deeper than hair. Onike, is that Oni? Isn't it Onike? Onike. She's from Philly. Um, yeah, I love deeper than hair too. Now I like deeper than hair. I don't mind her talking because she sounds like a around the way black girl, and that always is like I love that. So I don't like I like when she's talking because I like her personality and she makes funny jokes. Um, but John George, um, I love watching people play Sims. Yeah, no, uh, yeah, I would. That would be like watching paint dry for me. Now I can watch people play Elder Scrolls because I play Elder Scrolls and I see how they do boss fights. But a game that I don't play, I could no, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like even when I'm trying to see the gameplay of new games, honey, I'm skipping through to see what the good parts are. I can't just sit and watch it. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Mm-mm. What else do I watch? Of course, because I'm like I like creating music. I'm always searching for beats. Like I'm always searching for Summer Walker type beat, um, Shaka Khan type beat, um, whatever type of like if I hear somebody who has a specific sound, I'm like this person type beat, and people have different songs. Are you playing Elder Rings? I am not. I haven't been playing any video games in like shit a year. I haven't been playing any video games. And you know why? Because I don't like playing old game system. And every time I'm trying to buy the new version of Xbox, they are sold out. Every single time I'm trying to buy one, when I go to a store or when I look online, they are sold out. And so I don't have the new one. And so I don't play the game. I like upgrades. Good evening. Good evening, Dan. Good evening. Yep. I want the X series. I want the new Jenna Marbles. I haven't watched Jenna Marbles in a minute. I haven't watched Jenna Marbles in a long time. You watch the Jenna Marbles boyfriend. He was a pretty interesting game channel. Jenna Marbles used to play Elder Scrolls. I used to see her online a lot. This world is really small, especially if you are into different things with those people. I only play Elder Scrolls. You gotta get the PS5. No. I usually have both. Like I got the PS4 and I got the X1. But when I got both of them, I stopped playing. I stopped playing. I stopped playing my Xbox 4 because I just didn't have anybody on there that I like to play with. And then when people be like, "Oh, I'll add you," then they add you, and you don't really play with them because y'all online at different times. So most of my friends was on Xbox, so I started playing on Xbox. And I used to be only a PlayStation girl, but most of our friends switched to Xbox, and that's where they were mostly playing. So I stayed on Xbox. She quit the internet. Yeah, she quit the internet when she wasn't she called out or something? She was doing some old video of her doing blackface. Um, I'm not. Yeah, Do I want to say that? So blackface is wrong, without a shadow of a doubt. You should not be doing blackface. But there's this video of my homegirl. She's not my homegirl. Why am I saying that? She's not my homegirl. She's from my hometown. And her name is Samantha Sinclair. And she did back years ago, like shit, 11, 12 years ago, on YouTube. She did Millie Jackson in blackface. And I love that video so much. I loved it. And because she's not black, it was on the internet for all these years. Because we have changed the narrative, the culture, she erased that video. And I used to find so much joy in that video. She did Millie Jackson. She did Sweet Pussy Pauline. Because she do drag. And so in the in the video, she had painted her face darker. And you remember that time? You remember that video? And she did Millie Jackson, and it was so good. Oh, it was so good. And I used to watch it just for fun. I used to watch it just for fun. She bowed out gracefully because of that. I think she could come back from cancer culture. She used to perform that like that at the 10 back in the day. Yeah, she couldn't do that now. I never seen her do it in person, but I love that video. Yeah, I wasn't offended by the video. I just felt like it was a performance, and it might be a problem. But in this day and age, of course. But for me, it was I love it's what it was one of my favorite YouTube videos to watch when I was bored because I knew who she was and because she performed it really, really good. She knew all the words, she knew all the gestures, and she had on this cute ass synthetic looking ass wig. She's not anybody popular. Her name is Samantha Sinclair. She's a trans girl slash drag queen from my hometown. And she had a video where she was in blackface performing Millie Jackson. Is cancel culture in some instances being unreasonable? Not to me. I think that first of all, cancel culture is not really a thing. What we are seeing is people, the internet, because so many people are on the internet, people are being held accountable for things that they normally would their money would protect them from. Um, or the lack of reach would protect them from being held accountable. But now, honey, you do some racist shit and somebody record it, it could go all over the world in a matter of seconds. Or you are a celebrity and you do some crazy whack shit and it can affect your brand. Um, and there's people who get called out. Like when you think about Dave Chappelle got called out for the transphobia and da 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 da, but he's not actually canceled. He has too much money. He makes other people too much money for him to actually be canceled. Um, yeah, there are trans drag queens. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna always have an audience that loves him. He's gonna always have an audience because he speaks to a particular type of cishet man. So he's gonna always have that kind of somebody to. It's like Donald Trump. It's gonna always be conservative to believe and get riled up by his rhetoric. It's gonna always be that. It's gonna always be there. So no matter how much you call him out or da 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 da, he's still gonna be here. So no, I don't think it. Um, it can seem unreasonable when you are not offended by what people are being called out for. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it could be just because I'm not offended by something to the max, that doesn't mean somebody else is not offended to the max. There are certain things that I'm not offended by, and then there's some things that I am offended by. Um, I'm trying to think of, and context is really important to me. Context of doing certain things is really important to me. Um, it's not. There are some things that people feel like you shouldn't do, no matter what the context is. Let me give you a perfect example. So, me personally, um, there are very few non-black people that I think it's appropriate for you to be calling me nigga. Like, and not the hard R nigga, like the term of endearment nigga. What's up, my nigga? Da, 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 da. That's quite weird to me. But I can't say that in my case that is true for everybody. Um, give you a perfect example. So Kiki Wyatt's mother is white, right? And so when we were growing up, when we were younger, we would spend the night at her house. We would be there with Daddy Keever, and we would be there, like either be at church or be, at their house or ride into the grocery store or ride into the mall or we would be around. And because she was raised by a black man, she's a white woman, but her mom married a black man and had kids by him. Her brothers are black, biracial, um, that identify with being black. And so she was raised with a black man in her house. She was raised with in a black church with black people in that. So growing up, me being around her, her saying it would be nothing for my Aunt Lorna to say she trying to get us to bring some groceries into the house, and we trying to go do something else. And she's like, "No, I need y'all to go get some groceries. Go get them groceries out the car." And say and say we got something to do, or we got an excuse. Da, 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 da. It would be nothing for my aunt Lorna to say, "Yo, if you don't nigga, if you don't get your ass in there and get them groceries and bring them in this house," in the same tone and context that my mother would say, "Nigga," like it is so normal for me to hear her say that. Look at this nigga looking like a clown because she is in our culture and in our community. Now, when Kiki got popular, there was an incident where my Aunt Lorna was saying it. You get what I'm saying? She was saying nigga in a normal black woman. She's not a black woman, in a normal like black woman way. And to us, it would have went in one ear out the other. We wouldn't even noticed it in my younger years. But now, because the culture have shifted, she was called out at one point of saying it. You're a white woman, you're not supposed to say that. And so it was this thing. Maybe I don't know, maybe like 8 years ago or something. I can't remember. Whenever they did their first little reality TV, like when they first did R&B divas or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. But that's what I mean. Like my aunt Lorna saying it wasn't something that I would be uncomfortable with because it's just That's just kind of normal. That's just it's kind of normal, and we didn't think about it growing up. We really didn't think about it on a racial level because her being the context of it being racist wasn't there. This was she was like any other mother who grew up in the culture that we did. That is what was said. My mama said it. My grandmother said it. Now I know now as an adult that your mama's black, so this is just different. But that's what it felt like, and it didn't feel like from my aunt that there was any tinge, and it did not any tinge. I didn't even look at her with any shock or anything. It just never felt weird. She actually coming to visit and said, yeah, she'll be down here. And so it just was never a thing. Um, do I understand it now that I'm older and I understand it? And am I gonna tell her, um, well, you're different? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let the people who have a problem with her saying it deal with that. Um, you keep in contact with Kiki often? Not really. Me and Kiki don't have anything much in common. We call each other for our birthdays because my birthday is the 8th of February. Her birthday is March the 10th. She just had a birthday. So we call each other for birthdays. When my mom passed, she called me and we talked on the phone for like fucking 3 hours. Um, it's just really random. I want to say me and Kiki probably talk like 3 times a year, like 3 times a year. Our birthdays, which is around the beginning. Um, if she comes to Houston, we'll chit chat. Some random ass time. We have each other's numbers, so I can just call her. She can just call me. Because we've been having the same number for years, both of us. So it's just I don't want to say we talk like we're the best of besties. We're not. um, yeah, no, not that. There was a lady that I met when I went to underground photo shoot, and she said I was too respectful to not saying the N word. And she told me, "Oh, you're one of those people." I felt the way, but oh, that's strange. um, but yes, and I think context is important, but I understand when people say that. I don't want to hear no white people saying it, so I totally understand. So I would never. Now you're not gonna get too cute, but somebody asking her not to, I wouldn't be tripping about that. Now she around me, you ain't gonna get too cute with her. but um, but if you ask her not to say it, I would expect her to respect it. Anyway, let's talk about let's talk about friendships. So I recently rekindled with my gay mom, like as far as our friendship and us hanging out again. So I recently rekindled with her, and we had a long conversation about, just there are the rules of engagement when it comes to friendship. Okay, and we were talking about everybody's like character trait, personality traits, um, idiosyncratic like little things that's unique to them that you know just those things that are just them. It's not you know that you, and the, and how some of them you just are going to have to deal with because it's just them, or some of them are something that are character flaws that they are trying to change, and then some of you, like I said, there's some that are they're not trying to change at all, or some of them they can't change because it's like it's ingrained in how they do things or how it's their temperament, so it's natural. Um, and one of the things that my friends we call it a tick tick boom. There's something there's always something about a person that is they're fused to their crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's something about them that's a little bit off that I think everybody has this, but everybody's is not always obvious. There's a tick tick boom. It's like it's just a bomb waiting to go off. And how you press that button is a unique way on how you press that button. Everybody got a different tick tick boom. Everybody got a different little hint touch of crazy. Every especially trans women. there is something about when you meet a girl, there is something about her that's I want to say a little off, but it's something unique about her personality, unique about it could be the bitch is off, but it's something unique about the personality. And but this is not just exclusive to trans women, but it's just something about them. And if you when you become friends with somebody, when you become somebody's friend, you have to decide if what makes a friendship work is how well both of you can navigate your tick tick booms. Okay. Like whatever what can does your crazy do too much for my crazy? Or does our crazy go together and it just works out? Like in regards to how what you can deal with and what you can't deal with. So what I wanted to ask y'all is what are some of your what's the crazy side of you? Being your friend, not being like a lover or something romantic, being like a being being a friend. What is something that your friends have to deal with you when it comes to a personality trait, a issue, a problem, or um, something about you. What is your craziness? And then once you tell me what your craziness, I want you to think about your best friend. Who is your best friends? Who are your close friends? What are their tick tick booms? Um, Example. Okay, well let's take my gay mom or whatever. So my gay mom has a bunch, but they kind of all kind of go are stem from the same thing. Um, but let me just name two. So one of the things is you have to be a really really secure person because my gay mom is very boastful. She loves to talk about herself and what her accomplishments, what she has. She's kind of materialistic in that kind of way. And why it works well with me is that I don't value those type of things. So she can be as boisterous and boastful as she wants to be, and it won't make me feel insecure at all because the stuff that she thinks is important, I don't think is important. And so she can if most people when they if they are around her, they be like, "Oh, she really is." You know what I'm saying? Like boastful, braggy, and stuff like that. I couldn't deal with her. I don't feel like hearing bragging all day. So yeah, so it literally it doesn't phase me, and she only does it around people. She only does it around people. She only does it around people. Um, Also, my gay mom is very unreasonably paranoid about shit. She's unreasonably paranoid about shit. If something come up missing, um, she's gonna go to the worst case scenario. It's not secretly. She is very insecure. Because why does she feel the need to do that? I don't know why, because I'm not her therapist, but I just know she does it. But I know it's rooted in her insecurity, and it's a part of her. I think, and also I think why it's also tolerable is never. It's not the I'm better than you. It's not the I'm better than you type of bragging. It's not like I have this and you don't. It's not like that. It's more just those are the things that are important to her, and she flaunts them. It's not a girl, I drive this and you drive that. It's not a direct comparison of people. It's just of I did this and I have this, um and I'm only saying this flaw because that's the one that you have to deal with her. It's not like it's all the time, like we at the dinner table out to eat and she's talking about it. It's not like that. Yes, and she does celebrate me when I accomplish things too. And she also wants you to accomplish things too. So I don't want it to be like I don't want it's not it doesn't come at you. It doesn't come at people. It's just she likes things she likes things and she likes you to know that she did things. Yes, that's what it is. She likes nice stuff and she likes to know that she's done stuff. That is really how you explain it. It's not a I'm trying to make you less than. It's not that kind of vibe. It's not that. And some people wouldn't be able to deal with it if they are insecure. I have this gossipy friend that is like too much. Okay. Yeah, it's not competitive. Yeah, it's not. Not usually. Not usually. Definitely not against her friends. It's not like that. Um, she's definitely somebody that wants to go along with the heirs of whatever circles. So like if she works with say she works at a a department store. She doesn't work at a department store, but let's say she did. She works at a department store, and every single one of the people in the store that works there has some type of designer bag. This is the culture of the store to have a designer bag. She's one of those people that's going to make sure she has a designer bag because, honey, this is just the culture, and I don't want to be the girl who doesn't have a designer bag. She's somebody. If everybody drive cars that cost over 100K, I'm gonna have a car that costs over 100K too, because you'll never see me tipping through in a Honda. And all the whole culture of this organization is you have to have a nice car. She's just really occupied with making an impression, um, being on being on or exceeding the level of her circle. She's a Libra. Um, and it works because, you know, the stuff that she cares about, I don't care about. So it doesn't make me feel insecure at all. It's like, doo-doo-doo. It doesn't affect me in any kind of way. Yeah, she's a Libra. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Hmm. Oh, okay. So I talked about this the other day. It's like it's just her tick tick. It's her tick tick boom. Um, and some things are not negative. Like for example, like I have a friend named Cliff, and I feel I call him my cousin too. I feel like my cousin Cliff is he is moderate to a default. Like he is not a he's not a fighter. I talked about this. This is he lets you know there's that's something that you have to deal with him. He's not a combative person. I can't deal with like social climbers and control freaks. Yeah, she's. I can see her being a social climber, but not a control freak. Libras are very materialistic, especially designer luxury goods. They like high quality. Yeah, that is her. And I like designer stuff too. I don't want to make it seem like I don't like designer things, but I don't need them. I have bags that are um, not designer at all, and I wear them more than my designer bags sometimes. Or I like them more. Like I have this bag that's like a that's like a yarn, a sewn bag. This one right here. I put my buttons on it. I freaking love this bag. This bag, this bag is my favorite bag because it is fits me. It just hangs down. I can just throw stuff in it. Two coins. I love October 2nd. Yeah, early October. Yeah, she's early October. You know, honey, she is definitely a Libra. She aligns. Does anyone else have the problem with being the strong friend that everyone relies on, but your turn comes around and it's crickets? I felt like that in certain situations, but I think I have felt like that in certain situations, being the strong friend. I'm one of the friends that I'm okay. I'm the type of friend that I'm rarely, very, very rarely gonna be in a situation where I have to ask you for money. Like I'm not the friend that's gonna have to ask. That's gonna be, oh, can I borrow $300 because until Friday because da 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 da. Da." And whether we and, and take out the possibility of somebody the risk of not paying you back. Let's say that this friend 100% will pay you back. You feel what I'm saying? But so you don't mind give it to him. But the thing about me is I'm rarely in those situations because I am a person who pre-plans everything. I'm not amazing at saving, but I always got a nest egg of a little bit of money to do something with if I'm in a bind. So in a situation where I'm never in a situation where I'm gonna be asking people for money. That's number one. I'm never going to be in a situation, very, very rarely. Now, when I was younger, I think it was once. I've been homeless once, but I'm rarely going to be in a situation where I need to stay with somebody. I'm usually going to figure something out to where I got last resort. So, like if push came to shove, I could stay with my aunt Georgia. I can stay with my aunt Joe. There's family members that actually can stay with. Do I want to stay with them? No. But there are people that I can actually stay with other than my friends that would it be comfortable? Hell the fuck no. But I could. So I have that. Um it's just really rare that I need people in that situation. So and you know, I'm a hustling woman. So before it even like say that, oh my God, I lose everything and I don't have a job and I don't have any income coming in and all my savings is gone. Baby, I will put on a corset, suck this motherfucking stomach in, boo these titties up, get my longest piece of hair, paint my mug, put some short, sexy ass motherfucking dress on and some heels, baby, and get to tipping down the streets. And it don't even need to be on the host road. Get to tipping down the motherfucking any street, because any street that that boys are driving on, the way I'm gonna be dressed, they're gonna stop. I am going to be, you know what I'm saying? I know how to turn the hooker on. And so, and then the hooker is going to be turned on before I get my eviction notice. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not a person that waits to the last minute to turn into a hustler. I'm a person who will, you know what I'm saying, who will make shit work. I am not a person that would that let stuff happen. So usually my friends don't need to show up for me in the way of being for me in a financial way, being like a stability type of thing. My friends don't usually have to show up for me in that kind of way. My friends have to show up for me in a supportive way. Like if I'm doing something and you know, I have an event and they show up to and stuff like that. My friends have to show up to you. I have to show up. They have to show up in those kind of ways. Hey Brandon. Oh yeah, make sure y'all cut on. I know yours probably is already set that way. But make sure y'all cut on the note when on your subscribe button, make sure y'all cut on the notification bell so you can get notified when I post videos or when I go live, particularly videos and live. What else do you need to know that I'll be forgetting to tell y'all? Make sure you follow me on TikTok, Diamond Styles, DIAMONDSTYLZ. Follow me on Instagram, Diamond Styles, STYLZ, same exact way. Um, um, if you like listening to podcasts, you can follow my podcast, Marsha's Plate. Marsha, as in Marsha P. Johnson. MARSHASPLATE. Marsha's plate is in like a plate of food. Yes. So follow those on all social media platforms. I'm trying to get my blue check on Twitter. I got my blue check on Facebook. I just haven't got my blue check on Twitter. But I don't think I have a lot of followers enough on Twitter. I think you have to have like 10,000. And I only have like 3,500 or something like that. I don't have followers on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter if you got Twitter. Even if you don't be on there, follow. Trying to get my blue check on me. What else? 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 Yeah, but cut on the notification bell. Um, yes. Da-da-da-da-da. So yeah, so usually my friends have to be supportive in that kind of way. Um, that's horrible. 3,500 is horrible. So many you can. So many people got that. Um, only have like 45. um, yeah. Not at 10K. You have to have. It's a certain criteria. So you have to have. You have to be featured on major news platforms. So I've been featured on BT, CNN, Variety, um, The Root, um, you know, or that's news outlet. You can do Styles is STYLZ, no E, STYLZ, Diamond Styles. Uh, I got a new chair, so it's bigger than my little thing. I don't know if you can see it. There you go, Diamond Styles. I'm gonna have to adjust my pictures. Y'all see my new chair? It's so much more comfortable. I can fall asleep on y'all hoes. It's a big swivel wing back, honey. It feels like it's hugging me. Ew. Yes, on TikTok. Um, so yes, I gotta adjust my pictures. Y'all see my new pictures? Isn't she cute? I had found the brown skin one right here, so I had to find me a light skinned black girl too. But isn't she cute? I thought she was so cute. I had to I got her from Ross. Now they had used they had used some of this kind of white paint on her face right here. Like the white on her jewels on her face, so she was looking real white. So I had to take my own makeup and paint her skin to my color, honey, because she was giving it was looking weird. And then I had to paint her eyes to look like brown and green, like my eyes, because I wanted to represent something to look like me. And she had, because her eyes was they, honey, she was looking like she was a white woman in fucking in African clothes. So I had to make her my color and change her eyes to brown and green like mine, honey, because she was doing too much. They had done entirely too much with this. They had basically used the white to highlight her, this kind of white, and so it was in different spots. I didn't like it. So I had to make her look like me. But I found her and she was gorgeous. There's this boy at Ross. It's a painting of a boy and he looks like a butch queen. He looked like a butch queen from um um like a boy from Paris is burning or something. But I don't want no boys on my wall in the form of art. I was thinking about getting him because this is a blue background and he's so brown skinned and cute. He looked like oh boy, yeah, she was giving Rachel dollars out. um Ashton something, the one that plays Chiron, the teenage Chiron, not the little Chiron, not the grown Chiron, but the middle aged Chiron in Moonlight. Ashton, I don't care, Ashton Sanders or something. Anyway, him. It looked like him in a painting form, and I want to get it. I'm thinking about getting it. I might go back and get it. But then I got a new blue couch. I'm gonna turn my camera so y'all can see since we're on this. And I got a new rug, but I put the rug on the wall. But this is my new blue couch. I love it. But they gave me that rug for $100, and so instead of putting it on the ground, I put it on the wall, and it's so freaking cute. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm watching him. Yeah, he on Wu Tang right now. But yes, I love that. I love that. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And it was easy to hang up. I just nailed it. I know my neighbors was like, "What this bitch over there doing?" But my place is coming together. Where did you get that couch from? I got so I can I show y'all that? So this one, that one, I bought that one at Tuesday morning. There's two blue couches. So the first one I bought at I see these. These are so cute too. They're like looking. One is looking down. One is looking up. One is looking to the side. And hold on. Let me see if I can. Okay, Google, cut the lights down to 5%.
Okay, setting 4 lights brightness to 5%.
So that chair, that's blue. I got that one from Tuesday morning. But this one I got from this place in Houston called Court Furniture, and they match the same exact color, but I got them at different spots. And my theme is primary colors, yellow, red, and blue, but like darker, more royal, so gold, red, and royal blue. And I love it. And then using the animal patterns, it makes it, it makes it a little bit more African. Yeah, tons of gold accents. All my what you call it. Are you based in Houston? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay, Google, put the lights to 100%.
Got it. Setting 4 lights brightness to 100%.
Thank you. Yeah. All my accessories are either like ivory or gold, ivory, black, or gold. Once I Now I got to get my room together. My room don't look anything like this. My room looks like a space goddess. It's black and it has like it's fire, but it's not finished. But it's going to be soon. Anyway, but yes, I had to doctor her up. But yeah, criteria is you have to have be featured on to get your blue check. This is like anywhere. You have to prove your notoriety. So that means you have to have some kind of news based position, or you have to be an executive of some type of organization. You have to be a journalist for different kind of news people. You have to you got to be able to prove it. Like it has to be you. It can't be like you're the guest. It has to be about you. So you can't be like, "Oh, I got quoted in this blah 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 blah." It has to be feature you, not just as the expert. Um and you have to have a certain amount of followers. What else? And now when you like an executive director or executive of a company, it doesn't matter how many flowers you got. It's that you is Texas expensive? No, it's not. Not expensive as other places. Certain parts of the Texas is expensive. Mm, 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 mm. Oh my gosh, I feel wonderful home tour. Y'all ain't gonna see my whole house. Y'all can see these parts. My house is I have a small apartment. I don't even have no house. I have a small apartment. So but my goal is to make every corner of the apartment some type of moment for recording. So I can record on this couch, I can record on that couch, and I can record here. In my living room, I can record in multiple places. And this is my office desk over here. Y'all can't I have a lot of stuff on it, so I don't want to show y'all that. But this is my office desk, and it's gold and marble, and and it's gold and like white. It's white marble, but got black in it, and and my bookshelf. Brianna's been here. Brianna has spent a weekend staying with me. It's not big, but it's just quaint. But I don't have kids and shit. Do you still have the recording wall? So when COVID happened, I turned my dining room into my podcast space. But when COVID happened and nobody was coming over, that's when I did this to where I'm just gonna record here. Nobody's coming over. So now my old couch, I moved over there. And so I'm gonna record, I'm gonna still keep that as like a group recording space, but shit, now it has my clothes hanging up on the one of all the it's like three hangers, not hangers. What do you call that you put the hangers on? Racks. It's like three racks in there in my couch, but that wall is still up. It still got my um it still got my audio phone to stop the echo. It still have that up. Yeah. I stay on the Southwest Galleria area. Did you see a judge temporary block Adams bill? Yes. And did you hear about Texas Children's Hospital stopping transgender care because of all of what's going on? And they don't even have to. They're stopping care until it settles down. I'm planning to move to Charlotte. Yes, the Queen City. A couple of don't Julesy lives in Charlotte, or does she live somewhere else? I know she used to live in DC, but don't Julesy live in Charlotte right now? Julesy, I know. Kimberly Foster lives in Dallas. Um, what's the decent areas of Houston to live in? I've been looking for apartments online. For Houston, decent areas. So are you looking for inner loop or outer loop or suburbs? Like, what are you looking for? Houston is way bigger than people think. It takes like an hour and a half to get from one end to the other end, and that's with no traffic. Like if you're going from one end, like if you go from like Spring, or that the north end of Houston, all the way down to the south end of Houston, it takes like an hour and a half with no traffic. So with traffic, you can only imagine, and that's both directions. So Houston is way bigger than people think as far as land mass. How far it is. Charlotte is nice, but a little quiet, not far from ATL. I have no interest in living in ATL. Mm-mm. So areas that I would live in if I was somebody who lived here. I like my area because it's the Galleria. Why the Galleria is great for me is because everything that you would want to do in Houston is either going to be around the Galleria area or shit, a 10-minute drive away. um, Places that I would look at. You could do Pearland. You can do. Sugarland, yeah. Yeah. Sugarland is cool. It's not bad at all. Um, if I did live in the Galleria and I lived somewhere else, I would live in the Heights. They prices get kind of ridiculous, but I would live in the Heights because the Heights is like the chic, artsy. It's not the neighborhood, but it's where all the bougie gays live. um, River Oaks is where the rich, bougie, anybody live. River Oaks. River Oaks is kind of the Galleria, but I live on the area of the Galleria that's not rich. River Oaks is one. The Rice area is kind of bougie and lit. Um, if you can find an apartment in the Rice area, that's a good area. The Heights, Rice, um, Galleria area. Where else? Anywhere now when you get on the outsides, like doing Katy, the Woodlands, Sugarland is kind of like on the outside. I don't like Sugarland because it's too far. It's too it's too far for my taste. I like to be in the city. Sugarland, Katy, shit like that. Definitely not TSU area. TSU area is the third ward. That is the hood, baby. Now, if you want to gentrify, get you a cheap house that you can fix up, but be in the hood. That's third ward. That's fifth ward. Acres Home. Areas to avoid is going to be Acres Home, um, Homestead, fifth ward, third ward, um, Greens Point. Um, Yeah, all those areas, no. Any it's South Park. Um, you can find a cute little spot in Missouri City. I just wouldn't be. Missouri City is too far away, too hood, not ghetto, bad. Missouri City, I feel like it used to be the bougie black area and it just went down. Like your grandparents, like not great grandparents bought a sickening house when it was not a lot of people living there, and they was just opening, you know, subdivisions in Missouri City. But then their kids took over it, their grandkids took over it, and it just turned into ghetto. Cashmere Garden, baby, what? Cashmere Garden gives you ghetto to me. But Cashmere Garden is like Missouri City, where these used to be bougie areas, but the hood done took over basically. Grandparents used to own them. Now, now it's the kids or the grandkids, and they ratchet and ain't doing nothing to the house. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? If you get an apartment outside the loop, like outside of Beltway 8, you're gonna get more luxury for your money. So you'll find a nice price, but you'll have more amenities out there because it's so far away. They prices are usually reasonable outside of Beltway 8. Inside of Beltway 8 is when you're gonna get into where you're gonna have less room, less luxuries, but high price because of the location. But if you're outside, like off of Eldridge, outside of Beltway 8, you can find low prices, but for good apartments. Did you ever escort when you was in Houston? Yes, I escorted the first. 3 years I was in Houston, but I would come to Houston before then. So my first trip to Houston was in 2006. So 6 to 2010. So 4 years I was um I was coming back and forth to Houston. Houston when I first was here, but that was in the heyday of escorting. Like I used to make money down. But now it's different. Escorting is different. I couldn't tell you what's going on with the escort business now at all. I don't even know how the girls is paying for their ads. I don't know how the girl. I heard the girls is paying for their ads with bitcoins, child. I don't know what the girls is doing. I know they do OnlyFans and shit like that, but I never was into video, so I don't know how. Maybe y'all can tell me how is the girls transferring from the age of ads was plentiful and you could put ad up anywhere to now into a phosphoceptor world. How are people advertising? Like I know they're using Twitter. I see Twitter. I know they're how the girls making money. It has to be. It always turns into something else. How is the girls doing that? I plan to have a car when I move down there, so I don't mind driving. Yeah, if I don't I don't think you need one, but yes, you need one. I don't know. It's hard for me to. I don't need one, but other people, they prefer to have a car here in Houston. Yes, we have to pay as with Bitcoins. Yeah, that's wild. It's back in my day. See, I come from a different era, honey. Yeah, they got y'all out here. It's wild. Ooh, they on the stroll heavy here, are they? I was advertising discreetly on dating sites using vague language and getting the conversation over to text. Gotcha. Creating content, OnlyFans promoting content. Yes, that would be it. This would be an era of escorting that I would hate because I would hate having video out here of myself getting bust down or busting somebody down. Ooh, I would feel late. I would feel so late. That would be like, ooh. I don't mind doing no video of gobbling no meat or something, but honey, doing anything else, no. I just wouldn't do it. And then, you trying to do something um respectable and somebody, honey, posts your shit. OnlyFans is dry. No one is interesting to me anymore. Woodfair and Club Creek is booming. I was over there the other day. It didn't look like it was booming. The fish was over there, but I see none of the girls. Do they be coming out just at night, child? Saying now they got to be taking new pictures every damn day. Fuck all of that. Yeah, it feels like you got to be out here doing videos. You got to do the silhouette challenges. You got to do the what is it with the new challenge where the people do up in the club with the 11 girls, the Beyonce challenge where they slide down real slow. You got to do all the challenges. Yeah, it's that's the way you promote. The game is crazy. They only be out at night. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen the girls down there, but I don't be out there down there. I don't want them to get me together. It seems like people are a bit friendlier in Houston. Minneapolis is pretty cold and aloof. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I meet friendly people wherever I go. I travel a lot though, so I don't know. I don't see. No, I see a difference in personalities in people, but I'm used to those varying personalities, so it's not as jarring anymore. I remember I used to go to when I used to go to like East Coast, even any East Coast city, um, DC, New York, Philly, any East Coast city. And I would be like, these motherfuckers are fucking rude. Like they're fucking, I don't know. They seem like they don't have no fucking tact. Like it just seems like they always being fucking extra. When I used to go there, it's like everybody is ready. I'm ready to pop everybody. It was like because everybody got a smart ass motherfucking mouth, and I'm like, bitch, I will bash you. Every time I was in New York, I was either about to bash somebody or I had to bash somebody. Um, when I was working and I tried to go out and hang out, oh yeah, I was always about to bash on the East Coast because I felt like everybody had smart ass fucking mouth. I'm trying to hit up that turkey leg place again when I come to Houston. Turkey leg hut. Mm, that is not worth me fucking standing no line for a child. I better get out of here. I hate lines. I will not stand in the turkey leg hut line. Only line that I stayed in was Breakfast Club. Their line, but their food was delicious. But even their line, I won't do it again. There's too many other good places that don't have a line. People are ruthless in New York. They act like they're starving, and they probably are with those prices. um, I don't know. I don't like Atlanta. Atlanta be whack. Funny thing is, everyone is fleeing New York City. Mm. Candy OLG show. No, not me. Never even heard of it. Off the line, yeah. And bring their rudeness with them to Florida and Texas. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm in bum ass Jersey now. The food is late, the cost expensive, but the salary is low, so I'm here for now, girl. Mm. One of my good friends lives in Houston and loves it. I want to visit him. Mm. See, the thing about if it's expensive, you need a high salary. So it's almost like a regular salary. If the cost of living where you stay in is high and the salary is higher than usual, it's like a regular salary. It's like people. I laugh when people say the cost of living in Houston is low, but they don't pay you enough. But yeah, they pay you a lot in the city in them other places, but the cost of living is high. So the same amount of compared to the cost of living, usually it's even higher compared to what you're making. Usually you're getting more for your money in a place that has a low cost of living if you can get um if you can get especially if you can get I know me how I have my main job, but my hustles are what makes me my money. You get what I'm saying? So I have my main core salary from the organization. I have my main core salary from my podcast. But then along with that stuff, I'll do speaking engagements. I'll do consulting. I'll do writing. I'll do um, just different stuff. Usually like some type of consulting or speaking. And so in that regards, those events is what bolsters my salary. So you have your base salary. So say your base salary is $54,000 a year now. For somebody somewhere else, that's not a lot of money. But in nonprofit, that's kind of regular down here. And so, and so maybe I'm getting this, I don't know, whatever amount of money I'm getting a month. And that is like, let's just say 4,000. You get 4,000, but then you'll get an event where you get paid 5,000. You get a consulting gig where you get paid 2,500. You'll get a like for example, this month the Trans Day of Visibility. I got like 3 multi-thousand-dollar events that I'm doing on that day, and so that is going to be make me for the month, not for the year, but those 3 events added together is going to make more money for me than my normal salary. So it's almost like triple my salary. You feel what I'm saying? So it's you got to get money in other. Now this is just the nature. You got to have your base salary that covers your bills, but you got to get money in other genres, in other, whether it be fucking you riding in Uber, whatever the extra, whatever way you can make extra money, that's what you do. Whatever hustle, whether it be a small business, if you have a skill to make a product, whatever that product is, like if you know how to sew, make you a pattern of a dress that's really, really exquisite and pretty, and just sell that dress in different colors. Change the arm, change the neckline, change the, you know what I'm saying? Learn how to make a product because that's really what's going to get you that extra coin. Learn how to make some type of product. I just happen to be my own product. Diamond Stylz is the product that I sell people. But if you are somebody who makes something, whether it be like jewelry, clothes, some type of product, you need to learn how to market that and sell that. And it is the most craziest shit out here that you can do. This is the most in 2020 in 20 when we were going through COVID or whatever, and everybody was looking for extra hustles or whatever out of fear. There is this it's, well, I don't know, is it called low content books? Catch it. So y'all know how regular books have like, novels and short stories and just there's a bunch of writing and whatever, how books are. There are low content books, and low content books are shit like journals that just have a design and just lines and maybe a theme, like a African American history theme, and it's like a journal. These are low content books, and you can make them on Canva. You can make them and sell them on Amazon. Do you know how many people buy calendars that just have a theme to them? Like you can do a trans history, Black LGBT history calendar or journal, and people buy shit like that. How many times have you went online and bought some random ass shit? Like the other day, I wanted gold accessory for my office thing. I wanted nothing but gold accessories, and I went on there and I found this. But there are like you want a binder or a journal or it's low content books. It's like different things, like anything that doesn't have any kind of writing or anything in it, that has something that you can draw. Coloring books, like you can make your own coloring books, just make it black and white with the lines that people can color. Coloring books, shit like that. And it's easy. Like they got lessons on YouTube on how to do it. And like you can make some, and then what happens is what this girl in her video, she was talking about it. She was like, what happens is you'll make one, you'll make another, you'll make another. And some of them, it won't sell too much. It'll sell like maybe 4 or 5 a month. And then if somebody really like it, they'll do a review and you'll sell more of it. But what happens is that when you make so much of them, when you make so many, that 5 a month or 10 a month or 20 a month or 100 a month, especially if you do one that's really, really good, all that shit will add up and it's passive income. So now she makes like $50,000 of these type of books. So just by her doing nothing, in the sense of she's built her brand up, but in the sense of her doing nothing, like right now she's making $50,000 for making journals like theme journals. She's taking pretty pictures and making them into journals. It's so easy. And she's making $50,000 off of that shit. And she's not the only one. And she's showing all now she got all her aunties and her mamas and her mama and shit doing it, and they making money too. So it's tons of random ass shit that you won't even think about that you can do. And your brain and your niche, like she do like really like just really she just got a creative mind in regards to um making pretty journals that just look beautiful. And so but look grown up and chic. It doesn't look like a kiddie journal. It looks like an adult person's journal. And she makes money doing it. Also, if you have a creative eye, like you can think of like interesting fabrics like this. This is a head wrap. But somebody thought of this pattern, whatever it is. You can make textiles. You can literally get paid to make fabric patterns and sell them. Like if you have, just a creative eye like that, like you can take an image and reform it to make art. You can literally make a business out of so many things now. There's tons of ways to make money. Canva was an easy come up. Yeah. Not to mention you know, all these damn ways to make money on fucking line is so by doing the basic. There's some type of effort, but there's some basic. Yeah, I agree with Kim. I agree with the message. I just don't agree with it coming from Kim. There's so much non-work. Not saying that she doesn't work in some capacity, but there's so much privilege that she has that makes her work easier than the average Joe starting from the ground up. And also, but I think she was talking in business in general. Um, but also, there is also a level of we can't just skip over her come up, right? And not just the come up on. I'm not even talking about the sex tape because even that was work. The brilliance of flipping that, because do you know how many celebrities have had sex tapes leaks and it didn't turn into them $1 billion industry person. That's not an easy feat. People act like that's easy. Like, oh, she just came up because she sucked dick on camera. Do you know how many people suck dick on camera that ain't rich right now? It's a combination of luck, timing, and strategy. That her mother had already had the strategy of that stuff, how to get her where she needed to be, already based on her mother's connection when she had turned Chris Jenner had turned Bruce Jenner, previous Caitlyn Jenner, previously Bruce Jenner, um, turned at the time when he was a his career around. He had a big ass peak when he won the Olympics and then fell down, lost his other wife, lost his first wife because he fell off. He didn't know how to manage. Then Chris was a flight attendant who um who had met the Kardashians, and then she met Jenner, and she turned his whole career around. Like she was getting him gigs that he wasn't getting. She showed him how to do it until her daughters did what she did, and then she was like, "Oh, I can flip this into the talent." People always say, "Oh, they don't have any talent." The talent, the talent that they have that everybody just can't do is monetizing their popularity. There are tons of popular people out here who have no money, who are broke. They're just popular. They got tons of followers, but they do not have money. They don't know how to monetize their following. And so the talent of the Kardashians is I we took a think about it. She took a sex tape and flipped it to where her whole family is making bags right now. That's not an easy thing to do, because if it was so easy, everybody would be doing it. But anyway, um, but with that being said, while that does take skill and work, you also have the privilege of already having capital, already from your father and your mother's hustle with her new husband and old husband. So y'all were friends with celebrities going to high-end Calabasas schools and blah 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 blah, making those kind of connections early in your career. That's why you were fucking Dallas Austin. You were fucking all these celebrity people in the game. That's why you get what I'm saying? You had those connections to be made once you had the sex tape leak. You had those connections. Easy. Commercial artistry is a great skill. Absolutely. So yeah, there is a level of work and there's a level of they were close friends with the Hiltons. Right. That gives you wouldn't be where you are without being friends with Paris. Come on now. Um, so yes. I got a pack. So I am going to South by Southwest, y'all. I am featured on one of their main stages to discuss this bull swanky, this bull crappy that is happening in Texas in regards to the trans youth and their parents. So if you are in South by Southwest this weekend, I will be in Austin. I go tomorrow. I got a pack tonight. But I'm gonna be so fly, so fly, so fly. I'm gonna try to take tons of pictures. Um, I like going to Austin. I wouldn't want to live in Austin, but I like going there. Did you watch Inventing Anna? No, I haven't really been watching anything except for I've been watching 227. I have gone back to the very first episode season of 227, and I'm watching it all the way through. I've been watching 227. I haven't been in the mood to watch anything serious. Your father helped beat the case of the century. You're in there, yeah, exactly. But no, I haven't been watching anything except light stuff. Times are changing every day. We won't get by with those same old ways. Oh, pull it together. We'll make it right. With help from my friends, I know we'll get by. 'Cause there's no place like home. With your family around you, you're never alone. Are you a pack the night before kind of girl, Diamond? I am. I'm a pack the night before. I am a try on every outfit that I'm gonna wear to make sure that I feel fab in it, to make sure, ooh, is this giving me the right vibe? I need to walk around my house in it so I can be like, I feel sexy. I feel professional, or whatever vibe I'm trying to give. I'm that person. And then I will fold my shit up, put it in the bag, and then I say, okay, what do I want to do with my hair? Let's see. Do I need to wash a wig? Do I need to curl the wig? Do I need to cut my hair, get my hair cut and color it? Because I'm coloring my hair tonight. It's quite raggedy and dark, so I'm gonna I'm gonna color it. Um, I'm gonna color it. And how are you getting to Austin? I am taking the Von Lane, which is like a luxury bus, because I don't really fly. I'm not gonna fly somewhere that it takes 2 hours to drive in. So yeah. Um, it's called the Von Lane, and it's just like a really luxury bus, really. Just really luxury seats. They serve you like you're on an airplane. Like they got a flight attendant on there. Not a flight attendant, it's like a bus attendant, but she brings you like on the airplane how they bring you snacks and bring you drinks in first class. That's how they do on this bus. They bring like it's an actual person walking up and down the aisle like a flight, bringing you liquor, bringing you drinks, like you in first class. It's really nice. I love it. It's called the Von Lane. It reminds me of catching a train. That's what it reminds. Like a very like a first class train ride. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. But yes, I will be there, and it's going to be packed. So I'm going to be at all the straight bars, looking like the cougar auntie that I am, picking up somebody's 25-year-old son, somebody dark and 6'4" that looked like he got a big piece, and taking him back to my room and having my way with him. That is the goal for Saturday evening and Sunday evening. Because it is people visiting. Now, usually people visiting for Southwest is going to this part. There's two different parts of the South by Southwest. It's the part that is the tech part. That's the first week. That's this weekend, the beginning week, and then there's the last week, which is the next weekend where they have all the musical festival shit. That's the last weekend. So the first weekend of South by Southwest is the techie stuff. That's where the motherfucker with the money, the podcasters, the tech, the Twitter, the tech shit is happening the beginning of the week, and then the musical stuff. So all the trade really comes during the musical stuff. So this part of the week is when the nerds that like anime come to meet their favorite cosplayer. But they got a big piece that you know that you can get and wear out that the nerdy girls don't know how to handle. Oh my god. Change your life, right? Is Laverne Cox on Learning Anna? Is she plays on that? Is she a character, or is she just a little guest spot? Dork Dick, yes, Dork Dick. She plays one of the black women who were scammed. Yeah, I heard she was on it. So. She's on there. It was boring to me. Interesting. I've been trying to finish watching Yellow Jackets. I haven't finished watching that. First episode was boring, but it gets good. She plays a cishet trainer that helps Anna meet a lot of people too. I'm trying to get through. Okay, I'll have to give it another chance because the first episode was a snoozer, especially since the actual story is so interesting. But she turned on her soon as she start getting like, yeah. Only two episodes left of The Gilded Age. Yes, 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 yes. Only two episodes left. I'm not getting a sense of where it's going. Of like where you know what I'm saying? Like on Euphoria, you knew that you were about to Cassie was gonna blow up somehow. You knew shit was gonna hit the fan. You knew shit was gonna hit the fan, but with this, I don't know what's about to happen because they not this episode just now, but the one before that they kind of went up because Miss Van Ryan had to go over to the house, so they kind of went to a peak. But this didn't. You know what I'm saying? They didn't take it to the next level to get you prepared for the finale. It kind of went down this week. Yeah, it was strange this week. It didn't. It felt like week before last kind of was building up to something major because Miss Van Ryan went to her house and was forced to go to her house. Found out that Bannister was fucking helping them get their shit together, and I thought this episode was gonna take it to raise the stakes even higher, and it didn't. It kind of went back down a little bit to me. Then they fired Turner, and I don't know. It's just I don't know. It didn't. This week did show didn't do it for me. It wasn't. It didn't give me what I needed. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. I think I think Agnes is right. She got to be right about something. Do you see what I'm saying? Agnes, she can't keep being wrong. You see what I'm saying? She's been wrong about the Russell. She's been wrong about I mean, she's been right about the Russell. She's been right about oh, no, she was wrong about who? She has to be right, and that's with Marion, because they're setting her up to be wrong about everything else surrounding Marion, like Miss Chamberlain. You get what I'm saying? Because she didn't even get to know Miss Chamberlain, but she did. But she's kind of is right about Miss Chamberlain. It's not like they're lying on Miss Chamberlain. It's just how they're treating her as late. Um, but I don't. I would love to be in Miss Chamberlain's situation where y'all don't fuck with me, but I still got my coin. I live. I think she's right, but he hasn't wavered too much yet. Yeah, and also, um, what's I about to say? I think he faked because this is my thing about him. When her father died, he wasn't showing any interest in her. Like, remember in the very first episode when she found out that her father died and he ain't got no coins, and she got to go stay with her aunts. He was almost like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you ain't got no money. I'm sorry, that this is happening to you. My bad." He wasn't giving the flirty person. That just felt like it came out of nowhere. He didn't even give no hint that he wanted to move to New York City. He didn't. I don't know. He just seemed like a scammer to me. I don't know. It's not adding up. Right. Sucks to be you. Yeah. He didn't try to he didn't give any kind of
More shuffling.
he didn't give any kind of indication that he was into her. And then or any kind of indication that he was that he was coming to New York. That's all weird to me. She has been wrong about everything because she has old thinking. So she has to be right about something. Something has to come wrong because she ain't kept her money by having not good she hasn't kept this status by being who she is, by being wrong. I think he is a charlatan and a gigolo type social climber, but I think he has something for her. But for some reason, I feel like Sister Girl has a piece too, or she knows something about him. Sister Girl, who? Who do you mean by Sister Girl? A coworker that I used to have a crush on randomly found my Instagram and he just hit me up. What's up with that dick? Talk about can he cut my hair because he see that I can cut all my hair off. But there isn't a clear termination to the story. Are we supposed to be waiting to see if Mr. Russell is going to jail? I don't know. but the story has been captivating. What was interesting about this particular episode that just went past is is that this is a that these things happening on the show are rooted in real life situations, and we're this show covers a time where they're going from firelight to electricity light. Imagine that. Like, we don't even have any concept of not having electricity exist in the world. Like, they're in a time where they're going from firelight to electricity. That just imagine how wild that is. And they were basing some of the writing and the experience off of like journals and shit people were talking about. Um, People were talking about how they lit up the building and how it looked like God touched it because they never had seen electricity before. So it looked like God had just shined a light on it, and it was such an amazing um theme. And I never even thought about that. Also, if y'all like podcasts, the Gilded Age, excuse me, has a podcast where they go into detail about the real accounts of, like when oh boy killed himself, of real accounts of when that happened. Because most of the storyline in this show is rooted in not, it's inspired by real stories. There were people who killed themselves over stocks in that time. Right. To this level. Yeah, I do like the podcast as a little extra to give you details. I do like it. If you into podcasts, and I am. So yeah, I love the podcast. The podcast really is a great addition to the show. It really makes me feel it. I'm like, oh, you're giving me more details that I want about it. Mm-mm. But yeah, I love it. Well, all right, darlings. I need to dye my hair and get to packing and all that kind of good stuff. So I will see y'all next week. Um, yes, darling. I will see y'all next week. HBO did the podcast companion with Lovecraft Country too. Yeah, I think they're so tired for not coming with another season of Lovecraft Country. That's so weird that it was canceled when so many people was watching it. Like, I feel like more people are watching Lovecraft Country than Gilded Age, and that got a second season. I don't know. I'm so annoyed by that. But oh well, that's his life. But I will talk to y'all next week. I will see y'all later. Bye bye. Oh, make sure y'all thumbs up.